失礼します。川市さん。
なんだよ、今働いてるよ。
でもティミちゃんも来ましたよ。
ティミちゃんって誰の息子？
誰の息子？本当に知らないの？お前の息子だ。
There are two types of people who learn Japanese with subtitles. There are the passive types who watch Japanese things with subtitles and are just like, yeah, I'm probably absorbing some things. Konnichiwa wa kawaii, blah, blah, blah. And then there are the active types who actually use the subtitles to their advantage to actually learn something. Now, depending on your Japanese level or what you're looking to try and do, watching Japanese things without subtitles may be the best option. However, in this video, we're focused on subtitles. So I'm going to tell you all about that. Now, I think the ultimate key to be able to use subtitles to learn Japanese is to be very, very active, like I mentioned before. You know, you got to be stopping, going back, rereading, reading, learning, associating, blah, blah, blah. You can't just sit back, watch, and read the subtitles. Also, I think for this to work, you should probably be intermediate or advanced level of Japanese. Now, I'm not saying beginners can't get something from this as well, but it's best that you're at the point where you can kind of tell the difference between gendered languages, or cartoony versus regular voices, or just kind of know the things that people actually say in real life before using video, which can have a lot of fake stuff in it, to learn a lot of Japanese. So here's how you do it. First step to learning Japanese with subtitles. Depending on your level, you're going to want to take your Japanese media, that's TV, anime, movies, whatever, and you want to break it up into small chunks. Decide what kind of chunks you want to do. If you're kind of at an intermediate level, I do about 1-minute chunks. If you're advanced, then maybe 2 to 5-minute chunks is good. This will just make it easier to get things done and not be overwhelmed by too much video. Once you've decided on your chunk, go ahead and watch it through once. Now this next part is the hard part. Go through your first chunk and write down everything said on the video down in Japanese. Once you've written everything down, you have sort of a script of whatever you're watching. With this script, you're able to do something called language shadowing. This essentially is where you use the script and you speak along with the conversation going on in the video. You're shadowing the language. Once you're done with all of the chunks like this, you can go back to the very beginning, turn off the subtitles or cover them if you have to, and you can watch the whole thing raw and understand it. Now this may seem like a lot of work, but this is why we've broken up the video into small chunks, and depending on your level, it could be even smaller or a little bit bigger. I'd say the goal should be to get through a chunk within 30 or 60 minutes, so if it's taking you longer than that, you might want to make your chunks a little smaller. Now the cool part about doing this exercise is that you start seeing patterns. You start seeing the same sort of things showing up over and over again, and you're like, oh, now I know how to do that because it's showing up a lot. Also, the things that show up a lot are also going to be things that are going to be more useful to you, at least in theory. So that way, over a long stretch of time, if you're doing this consistently every single day, you'll start learning more and more and more and more. The graph will look like this. Can't see what I'm doing up there. On top of this, you're practicing reading, writing, speaking, listening. That's everything. And you can even take the vocab from the scripts you're working on, and you should, and put them into some sort of SRS, like Anki, and be able to practice the vocab. And lastly, hopefully you're watching something kind of interesting too, so you're having a little bit of fun doing that. I hope that some of you give that a try. If you want a little bit more information, you can find it at tofugu.com. There's a link directly to the article in the description area of this video. That's it for today. I should probably go take care of my newfound son. Come on, Timmy.